Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. So, here's a quick sneak peek of the deck list. I wanted to give it a quick look before we start and jump into our games. There will be a comprehensive review of it at the end of the video, and the deck list will be in the description below as always. But this is what we're running today, and we're going to jump into some matches. So I'll see you there. Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another round of One Piece. We're going to be playing Dawn Krieg today. That's kind of just our high end there, so we're going to mulligan that. Well, we don't have any good one-turn plays, because this is just a 2K, really? Man, we don't have any good 3-turn plays either. Well, you know how I like to do, ladies and gentlemen. Just test them and see if they want to give me cards. They don't. We're just a little 4-life leader. We're going to go no blocker. This will be 5, 6. Sure. No trigger. Kiku Nojo. So we will deploy this. Attack 6, and pass it over. So, Dawn Krieg, Dawn finds 1. If you have an East Boot type character, give all your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power. Activate mainless turn, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with 2 or more given Dawn cards. So I can, free block this? I can't free block this because this becomes huge. So I can't free block either of these. We're going to be at 7 next turn. I can keep this down. No block. Trash. Resolve. Can't block because this Luffy becomes enormous. Do I gain into this? Nah, we'll trash. That's a pretty good card to gain into. I'd rather gain into like an Alvita or something, but that's fine. So we just got 3 Rusted Dawn underneath their Lucky Luffy so that we could stun it. And because we've got a Dawn underneath our leader, their whole board's -2. Now I can free block stuff and not care. You want to show me what your last life is? To trigger this? They burn it out. Rude. Alright, so we've got this guy. So here, I think we gotta get this guy. Give 3 of your opponent's Rusted Dawn cards to one of your opponent's characters, then this character gains Rush. So now he is a 6K to my 9. You know, I do like the 10. 2-2-1 if you want to keep him. Says no, I don't want to keep him. Attack your 6. Attack another 6. With Enel, it's all about just continually pressuring their characters. Nice part of it is we're getting this thing nice and low. I wanted to leave Adana, but I thought that 10 was just too tempting. Let's see if we can't pressure him next turn. This will keep both of these down if I need to. I'd like to see if I can get a second Luffy in the deal. If he plays the 10 cost Russian Enel, though, this is going to get kind of rough. Does have a Borsalino in the trash now, so when he does find his Ira Quasar, give him that. So this is basically a vanilla now, which is unfortunate, but it's alright. This is just a 7k blocker. Is Kingdom Come? What does he remove? Removes my Kuro. My goodness, I don't think he develops the board next turn. I see. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't think this does me as much good as developing a good blocker here. And then we'll use this, rest that. See if they want to save this. Did they say I do want to save that? They have almost no hand. We're going to 2k check them. They say, nope, you can have it. Leaves us with 2 1s and 2 bricks in hand. Didn't get a lot of maximum value out of our Kuro there, but I wanted that down in case I did need to rest everything. But we just destroyed their hand there. And because we're making everything small, we're kind of okay with that. Another Kingdom Come. All right. Now it's a 6. Okay, we got options now. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got enough for this. The Electric Luna would have been nice, but we're not really what we're looking for. I think we just take a nice 2K here. Well, that's not coming into play. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Four, 5, 6, 7. I got 9, 2 left. We're going to go 7, see if they'll take it. And then we're going to go 9. Because of course, after that, we are just kind of threatening them. You have to get out of a 9 with 3 cards. That better be a good trigger. Okay, we are not going to stun the board. We could have lived another turn, but I don't think we need to. Got him. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was us playing Don Krieg. I was going to play another blocker there. He becomes a 6k blocker. On KO, we can KO up to one of our opponent's characters with 6,000 base power or less. So we would have been able to kill this if we had to. So we could block, pop this, block the other one. But we were going to play this as well. So these actually would have got stunned. So we were never in real danger there. Because 2 blockers, these were all going to be stunned. He did have the Russian Enel, though. He finally found it. But we had two blockers there, and he just didn't have enough cards. So he just kind of died. All right, let me know what I did right. What did I do wrong? We did just fine there. Didn't see the E-Lunas, which is unfortunate. And our curve wasn't great. I never got a chance to play Geen into something good like Alvida or another Morgan. But we did all right. Let me know what you think. Catch you in the next one. Alrighty, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Our opponent chose to go first. Let's see. Puts us on even curve. This is not a particularly good hand, so we're going to try again. Alright, that's better. Plays a Jewelry Bonnie, finds a 6-cost 7k Monkey D. Luffy. I'm going to be playing some of this nonsense. We'll take this out of this, of course. And we're going to search up our hand a little bit more. I think the Kriegs are going to be really good in this matchup because this will be our 4. This will probably be... Well, this will be our 6 into 5. And then 8, 8. Yeah, I like that a lot. We'll pass. They're likely to just go 6 at us here. Not even that heavy. Sure, we'll draw a card. No, that's pretty good. We did that because we weren't going to be able to have anything due for a while. Okay, so they just don't have anything. Okay. Okay, so we'll go... We can remove this whenever we want, but we're not actually playing any removal. Let me fix my hand here for you guys. I actually don't have any good 2Ks to give him. Another 7. All right, here's where we go. 6 into a 5. Yeah, so we'll do this. 6 into a 5. And then we'll attach a Rested Dawn here. Attack 7 here. See what he wants to do about it. Does he give me both his Dawn cards? I'm threatening to kill this just because it's okay if we do. Oh, Luna. Okay, that's fine. I'd much rather you use Luna to rest my guy. He doesn't like it when I threaten his Robin. So this is a 5k right now, which is really good because I got a 6k blocker. Still not a lot of counter in hand, though. Here's where they play the Luffy. Yep, they restand for Dawn. Two of their Dawn are going to be stuck. He swings at the sis. Okay. So now I can choose this and freeze both his leader and his guy. And here's where we can get this down. I would like to go... I was thinking about going this, but this is actually better because I can freeze the double attacker. And then I can go here, and I can go attach a Rested Dawn here and here. We'll rest this so that it becomes frozen. And then he's actually only got one Dawn. Getting through his life is hard, so we're just going to get it out now. And then we'll go end of our turn, and we'll choose to freeze that. So now he's got 3 frozen guys on board. The Usopp's a 3k, so it's not really threatening us either. 4? Sure. You don't have anything to threaten these with, though. You have 4 Dawn, but so you're basically... Well, you're going to have 5 Dawn, so you're going to pass. Oh, you're going to go 7 at my leader. And get 4 back. Yeah, it's like, I think I got you here, guy. So there you go. That was a good game against Monkey D. Luffy. They weren't out of it, but they were going to have a bad time after that. Our next play was probably just to start pushing this guy up, and we would remove things. I would put probably 2 Dawn onto the blocker, 2 Dawn here, using this and this, so that these would both drop, minus this down to a 3k, and just start poking it over and over. They might have even kept it, but they only had 4 Dawn, so maybe not. They were in a bad spot either way. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sad they didn't stick around for that one. That was going to be a good game, I think. But we were set up with multiple Kriegs, which was nice. So these were just going to slowly get replaced by Kriegs. And what we were going to do is use this to trash the character and give more Dawn cards that turn. So we'd trash both of these to give more Dawn minuses to other things. So they're less likely to try and protect. Because I actually could have. Let's see. If I'd gone 2 here, 2, 4 here, I could drop this all the way down to a 3k. And then I start slamming 9 into a 3k. Plus I got a 7 and like another 8. They weren't going to keep it. So there you go. And the other thing we would have to do is try and... Yeah, so that would actually work pretty well. We trash one of these to put a Dawn here. Krieg, put another one here. 2 here. Effect, rest this, attack it with a 2k before we trash this out, so they lose the blocker that turn and this. So, it was a good turn. I think they gave up prematurely. They had stuff. They just weren't, they weren't quite prepared. Krieg's a hard matchup, though, I will say. Alright, let me know what you guys think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? GG to my opponent. Alright, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another round of One Piece. We're going against the man himself, Enel. He chose to go second and puts on this, so 1. This is a good 5. I don't really have a great 3 Dawn play. Multiple of these is not bad, though. Yeah, we'll keep it. Deploy this. 2Ks wouldn't be bad. Like I said, this is a better 5 play, so I guess I could just take the 2K here. And then we'll just return those and pass. For those of you that don't know, Enel only has 6 Dawn to play with, but it doesn't matter. Because if it is your second turn or later, they get to add 1 Dawn from the Dawn deck, set it as active, and add 4 Dawn, and rest them. Then give the rest of Dawn cards to one of their characters, which means all these little 1 costs become 6k attackers. Dawn minus all the way, so he'll get 2 active Dawn next turn. And then he will minus them using his effects, and he'll go all the way around. I don't have a good play, though. So we'll just do a top 5 peek. I guess I take this. I don't want another Morgan. That's not good. I'll take that. No events for us. We'll just attack 7. The good news is, because we have Dawn underneath our leader, these do get -2. So when he puts 4 Dawn underneath him, he will have to put the active Dawn there in order to get an attack 2. So these will be less good in this matchup. So does he just put all the active on his guy? No, he puts them all there. So now it's a 3k. What is this doing in here? Panic! Everybody panic! Why is there a Porsche on field? Guys, he just found a Foxy. Mayday, mayday. Ladies and gentlemen, we found somebody who's cooking. Let the man cook. He's got Foxy in an Enel deck. What is this madman thinking? Well, this is going in the video no matter what happens. I gotta see how this turns out. 6 Dawn, you can't play the 7-cost Foxy in the deck. What are you doing? No blocker. I'm gonna go to 5 and then 7. We will trash this. Okay, that's pretty good. I was debating attack. I mean, do I attack into it? Then they waste the attack here? Probably. Sure. This is gonna be a weird one, ladies and gentlemen. Gives us the Al Thor. That's fine. Everything in their deck's 2k, because they've just got 100 of these events. The more time I sit here staring at this, I gotta know what's going on. What are you cooking? I'm so excited to see how this turns out. Okay, there's the big Enel. That's fine. He has to look for a card. I don't get to know what the card is. It's just a card. And then they have to trash a card. They trash a Porsche. The Porsche is a 3K. What are you doing? What are you doing, Enel? I'm so curious. And then you're gonna attack me for like a 6? Nah, that's fine. Oh, there's a gain. That's actually really good for me next turn. I'll give you a 2K, sure. Okay, so the gain is really good for us here, because we're gonna go like this into this. Oh, he doesn't have any. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted. I wanted to put 2 rests on here, rest this and attack it, but last it is what it is. Do I just attack him? It's probably fine. Let's see what he does about... Let's go here. Why do you have a Porsche in your deck? Am I okay with losing this next turn? Is it worth a card? Not really. Yeah, this only gives an Enel power, okay? So we're both messing up. It's funny enough, the Lightning Beast Kitten doesn't work on Porsche. You mad lad. I'm so excited to see. I can't type. Yeah, I'll give you a 2K counter, bud. That's fine. And then we're going to minus this thing to Oblivion and back. Oh, heck yeah. All right, deploy. So now I can just go... He's got all of them attached somewhere. So we'll just go like this. So now this is a 5K. None of my effects will work now. I'm going to remove this. I just realized I got a third one. I'll attack 9 and then like 7 if he gives it up. He should give it up. Again, the Foxies are in here, man. What are the Foxies doing in here? Yeah, it's like, you can't get there. You cannot get there. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? What are we cooking? He's in the lab. Okay, he drops another now, which is fine. That's a card to his hand. He got rid of a Holly. He's got Foxy's in here. Is he just running like Porsches to find Foxy's? That's kind of sad. Makes me kind of sad. You gonna attack with that? Okay. So let's see. This character can be removed from the field. So these just become littles. These are still little, so I can just do the thing I want to do. But I can't do it if I play the Krieg. I can just do this, though. We'll just go... I can't do the thing here. I keep forgetting. This guy just keeps putting his Dawn everywhere. That makes this matchup kind of awkward for me. Alright, fine. Six into your 9. Or 9 into your 6. I'll leave 1 up for this event to be defensive. He's gonna lose this. We've got Kriegs for days. Okay, so he just lets it go. That's good. Attack 6, 7, 9. Makes sense to get out of one of them. 7, 9. Pass. Okay. He's got 2 real attacks. Plays the Ohm. I don't think Porsche is attack for the deck. Very sad, though. It's cool. It's an interesting idea, but because the deck is limited to 6, most of Foxy's good cards are above that. This doesn't do anything. Mm-hmm. And then he gets a blocker here, and then I kill him on the crackback. I am sorry, my friend. You've played an honorable game. Uh-oh, this only works on leader, doesn't it? Gosh, dang it. Well, we both did it, buddy. We both did it once this game. It's the problem with testing so many decks. I just don't remember what does what. Yeah, I was like 9. I mean, he had some counter. He could get out of a 9. He goes, he has to give me 3 cards for it, but he can get out of it. And then the next 9 kills him. And then the following up, the first 9, the second 9, and then the you know, 14 or so kills him. GG, my man. Interesting idea with the Porsche in the Foxy search for more 2Ks. I don't know if that's the way to go about it, but it's a good thought. I mean, it just acts like a searcher that grabs you a 2K because everything gets ramped back, so I guess it kind of works. Establishes you a 5,000 attack body. It just doesn't work against Krieg because we just reduce it to a 3K. I don't know. You guys tell me, what did I do right, what did I do wrong? Is Foxy a tech for Enel? I don't know. But it's been a lot of fun. GG and good game. We both had a couple of misplays there, but it's going all right. If you guys can do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let's jump over to the deck list, and you guys can tell me what you think. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This is Dawn Krieg, the altered list. Dawn Krieg is a 5,000 power / type red-green leader. Dawn ×1, opponent's turn. If we only have East Blue type characters, give all our opponent's characters minus 2,000 power on board. Activate main once per turn. Rest one of your opponent's characters with 2 or more given Dawn cards. He's a pretty solid leader with access to a really interesting set of cards, but unfortunately, they are really limited to East Blue only type cards, so we'll have to see what else we get in the future, but for now, it's a pretty straightforward list. I got 4 of the 1-cost 2,000 power 2K counter Kobe's. It basically makes it so our 7,000 base power characters cannot be removed from the field, and if they would be, we just give 2,000 power minus to our leader instead for the turn. Means we can save ourselves from getting absolutely blown out by something like a Gravity Blade, but it does mean that we are going to take some pokes from our opponents. I trimmed Pearl down to a 2 of. It's a 4/4/1K. On our opponent's turn, if our leader has East Blue type, this character gains blocker and 2,000 power, so he's a 6K blocker on our turn. On KO, because our leader is East Blue, we have to KO up one of our opponent's characters with 6,000 base power or less. He's okay, but he's by far the less good blocker in the deck, and the deck actually has a fair number of blockers. There are 10 of them. So we've also got Alvida. It's a 5/6/1K, which we want to play off of Geen, hopefully. If this character would be KO'd, I can trash one character card with 6,000 power or less from your hand instead. This is not by just battle, this is also by effect, so we can trash bricks in order to save her. But I don't know if we actually have any that are 6,000 power or less that are bricks. Doesn't look like we do. Nice concept, though. Activate main, you may give one of your opponent's characters rested Dawn cards to one of your opponent's characters and give one rested Dawn card to its owner's leader, one of their characters. We're just moving Dawn around so that we can use our leader effect to rest guys that have 2 or more Dawn on them. And we're making sure that we get a little extra aggression out of our own leader. We've got Morgan, who's a 5/6/1K. He's a blocker and activate main. Same thing. Give 1 rested Dawn to our opponent's characters and 1 rested to our leader or characters. They pretty much all have that. Geen is a 6/7/1000. On play, if our leader has the East Blue type, play up to 1 character with a cost of 5 or less from our hand. Ideally, that is Morgan or Alvida. Morgan's really kind of ideal because it's the same thing as Alvida, but he's a blocker. So that's why she's a 2 of and he's a 4 of. The big boy of the deck. This guy just removes problems. An 8/9 in Krieg. He is a brick, but on play we can give 3 rested Dawn cards to one of our opponent's characters, then this character gains Rush. Activate main. If this character is played on this turn, all of our opponent's characters get minus 1,000 Dawn, 1,000 power for each Dawn card given to that character. So whatever character has Dawn underneath it, it gets minus 1,000 power for every Dawn. So if we give all 3 of those Dawn to 1 character, it gets minus 3K. But hopefully we've got some extra guys on the board so we can sink in some extra across the board, because we can spread that Dawn out if we're not trying to remove one big threat, but if they've got a bunch of mid-game rush guys and we want to remove a bunch of them by making them all weaker. He's pretty solid. After the first turn, though, he is just a vanilla 8/9K, so not bad. Django is, of course, our 1/2/1 searcher. He's looking at the top 3 for an East Blue card. Activate main, you may trash this character, give up to one of your opponent's rested Dawn cards to one of your opponent's characters. That effect does come up. Try and use him before you have to just straight up replace him, because we do like to use that to rest our opponent's blockers or characters. It's pretty good. I will say this about this. The up to 2 rested, get rested for one of your opponent's characters with 2 or more given Dawn cards. This doesn't have a cost limit. If there is a 10 cost, 12k new gate blocker on field, you can put 2 Dawn on that guy and just rest him. So this guy is really good at getting blockers out of your way. And then our next guy. It's a 1/2/2k. If our leader has East Blue, which he does, give up to one of our Dawn cards from our opponent's cost area to one of our opponent's characters. This guy is okay if we're just trying to remove, like, active Dawn to get around to, like, events if they've left up just 1 Dawn. It's an option. It's not like a good option, but it's an option. And then we've got Arlong, a 4/5/1k. He's really good on our just when we're going second, and he's our 4 Dawn play. On KO, up to 2 of our opponent's rested cards will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. That includes Dawn, their leader, or their characters. I really recommend if it's a mid-game play where they try and take him out when they're on like 6 Dawn, they're about to go to 8, get their Dawn down. Even if you need, even if you think it would be better to remove a couple of attacks, I really recommend their Dawn. Setting someone back a full turn is just that good. We got Mihawk, a 4/5/2k. Rest up to one of our opponent's characters with 1 or more given Dawn. So if we don't have the ability to put 2 Dawn underneath something, we can put 1 Dawn underneath something, and we can use this to get him down. It's a poor man's dead man's game, so that's why he's only a 3 of. Kuro is our blocker. He's a 7/7/1. And on play, he gives 2 Dawn to one of our opponent's characters. Then at the end of the turn, up to one of the rested characters with 3 or more Dawn cards will not become active in your next refresh phase. So he doesn't meet his own condition. You need a way to get 1 more active Dawn underneath something. If that's Alvida or Morgan, or even one of our Djangos, we got to get that 3rd Dawn underneath so that our Kuro can make sure that character does not become active again. We like our Demon Aura. It's good. It's not searchable in the deck, but it's just that good. And then we've got our I Know You're Strong, so I'll go all out from the start. It's a good 1-cost 3k power-up, but it's also really good for holding our opponent's guys down. Whew. Man. Alright. We've got a 1-cost in I Know You're Strong, so I'll go all out from the start. You may rest 2 of your Dawn cards. Up to 2 of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 7 or less will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. It's a poor man's Electric Luna, but it does have the ability to counter so it's a 3k counter for 1 Dawn, which is good. That's why we've kind of split it 2-2 between Electric Luna and this. But it's good enough. The deck's a little light on counter. We need to make sure that we don't die. But we're really good at making our opponent small because our leader effect just says minus 2,000 power to everything. The outcome will tell us who's strong and who's weak. It's just a look at the top 5 for East Blue, other than itself and add it. It's just our search card. And it's got a decent trigger to draw 1 card if we don't have an extra Dawn to play it. This is, of course, our plus 4k, and it gives our Kriegs 4k. So that's just our leader or this 8 cost. That's it in the deck. So just keep that in mind. Can't protect characters. Unfortunately, all of our events cannot protect characters. This protects leader, and this protects leader. Characters have to be protected by just our 2s and our 1s. Character counter is what it is. And then, of course, we've got a 3-cost in Electric Luna. Main, all of our opponent's rested characters with a cost of 7 or less do not become active during your opponent's next refresh phase. It's also got a good trigger. Rest one of our opponent's characters. No cost restriction. Sometimes that's really good, sometimes not. But it's just good enough because everything in this format seems to be small. So that's why we're running that. You guys let me know what you think about this deck list. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure. I tried to put Hoodie Jones in it. I tried to put the Shanks that minuses everything in it. They're all good cards, but you really do need the East Blues in here. I can't find a consistent way to rest the Shanks, so it doesn't really get value immediately, and this deck needs to get value. We can't just let our opponents sit for a turn by playing what essentially amounts to a vanilla. Cody's good, but only for lethals, and I found that because we're minusing everything and freezing it, the deck's just kind of holding its own right now. But let me know what you guys think. I'm curious, what build of Krieg would you like to see? I've tried quite a few at this point, but this is kind of what I settle on for now. The ratios are kind of all over the place, though, you'll notice. I've got a bunch of 2-ofs, I got some 3-ofs, I got some 1-ofs. So it's very much still in flux, so that's all I got. So I think that's where we're going to end it. As always, good games and good luck. Thanks for all the support, guys. I hope to see you in the next one.